If you are anything like me and you're just ready for back to school, hunt school, that is, and you got a home here, welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Appreciate you being here. I know we took the 4th of July break there, and we decided to come back when it's hotter than bananas or something else is there with bees out there. It is absolutely disgusting, as intern Nuge used to say when he was a baby. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yes. Oh, it's so bad out there. It's all right though. Get out early, fish, do your thing, then get back to work. Yeah, hardworking Americans that we are. Appreciate you lending an ear here on this Friday, because I had Steve Clark reach out to me. Steve Clark, the big boss man over there at Arizona Elk Society, and he said, "Hey, we got our elk class coming up." Oh yeah. And I thought I'd get this to you. I know we usually do Mondays, Wednesdays, and we'll have a show Monday and Wednesday. We'll have a show the following Monday and Wednesday. But I was like, we need to talk like now. I need to let you guys know. These tickets are like $10, like $10 to $20, depending on what you do. Lunch is included. How about that? It's in Central Phoenix. It's easy to get there from wherever you is. And you get a master class in hunting elk. You think about it, it took me so long to get drawn, or I had to, get an over the counter tag, whatever. And then you don't know what the hell you're doing. This takes care of that and is awesome of a elk hunter as Steve Clark is. I mean, he's the head of Arizona Elk Society. You better damn well be good at that. And a side note here, and I've said this before, a side note here is that it's not about these societies or groups, or we call them the critter groups. These conservation groups, they're not all about hunting. It's about conservation. It's about restoration. It's about habitat. It's about science. They've gotten national awards over there at Elk Society for doing meadow restorations, things like that. But you better damn well be good at hunting elk if you're the head of Arizona Elk Society. So Steve is good, but they brought in somebody better. And he does this every year, and it sells out. You got to check this out. Dan Adler is going to be doing the thing. All right, so check this out. Let's see here. Let's go right here. Boom, there it is. Arizona Elk Society annual elk clinic. That's a week from tomorrow. And it's the Learn to Hunt series. Get your tickets. And here's the info on the tickets right there. That's that's $10 to $20. Gosh, dog. I mean, come on. Bring a friend, bring your kids, bring your buddies, make a day of it. Bring your lady friend. Yeah, so Saturday, that's at the El Zariba. I don't know. El Zariba? Sure, Shrine. It's the one off 40th Street in the freeway. You've seen it 100 times. You've blown right past it. Doors open at 8. It goes 9 to 4. Lunch is served, and you are just going to. Look at this place. Look at this. This is what it looks like. People show up for this. This is the elk clinic, and this is my man Dan Adler. He's a professional guide. He's had his own hunting series. Dude's been all over the place. He's the very best at there. He's got something else going on with Baines. Dan Adler. Yeah, the guy from the Elk Society banquet that I filled in for this year. Yeah, I know. He's much better looking, and I know. Much more talented. I get it. Yeah. What else does he do? He's got the guide service. He's got the shows and something else. Yeah. Tags. Yeah, he's got something else going on with tags. Check him out. Sorry. Yeah, we should have had that information for you, but this is the show. You know how we do things here. So that is what's going on a week from Saturday. Check it out and learn how to hunt elk. We do it here. And if you're here from the Midwest, if you're here from another state, welcome. We love having you here. Got some bad news for you. You're going to have to relearn how to hunt. And I've said that for 13 years on this program, and I mean it every time. And every time I go out and hunt in Arizona, I'm reminded that what you knew, how you learned, is not how to get it done in Arizona. So why not spend $10, $20 and have an entire day of a master teaching you the ins and outs of tips and tricks of elk hunting in Arizona, not in Montana, not in these. I'm going to say it. I'll say it right now. Right, Beans? I'm going to say it. Easy states. Arizona's not an easy state. Arizona is a hard hunting state. If you watch Meat Eater, which I watch all the time, apparently on Amazon Prime, he's got his own channel. So it's just always playing. So I'm watching it a bunch. He's rarely in Arizona. I think he's in Arizona twice because it's hard hunting. And I think both those times he got skunked. One time he's with Joe Rogan, and they got skunked looking for muleys. Yeah, I think Coos Deer, they got one. But anyway, even Steve Rennell's like, I'm going to go where there's hunting success. It's a whole different ballgame. So you get drawn. And by the way, if you didn't get drawn this year, still go. And here's why I'm telling you to still go. You might get drawn next year, and you're going to forget about the Elk Society Elk Clinic. You're going to forget about it. And you're going to be, damn it, I wish I went. It's not like it's going to be new information the next year, right? There might be some, nuances and some cool tips or tricks that maybe Dan learned in that the previous season. But the nuts and bolts, the stuff you need that you didn't know, are included in this elk clinic. So get over to ArizonaElkSociety.org. Get your tickets, ArizonaElkSociety.org. So when I say learned to hunt, let me explain where I learned to hunt. I didn't even throw my hands in there. It goes with hunt. The Midwest is not hunting. I'm sorry. I've had my man Tom Caldwell on this show a bunch, and he has Blue Rooster Ranch. He's got a ranch in Texas now. It's high fence hunting. That's not hunting. And he knows that. I've said it directly to him. I said it's grocery shopping with guns. That's what it is. You pick what you want to eat and you go get it. That's not hunting. So where I learned how to hunt was in Missouri, northern Missouri. Up near Kirksville, if you know where that is. And let me tell you what kind of hunting you did. You'd wake up in the morning, have a little bit of brekkie, and maybe some eggs and bacon. And you would just stroll your booty out there while you're spraying the scent stuff off. You still smell like bacon. But you're spraying yourself off to make yourself feel better. Like my buddy Ron said, he said in the Midwest, hunting camo is just dress up for men. It's true. You'd roll out to a tree stand, and I'm not even talking about a tree stand. Like 3 people can get up there and hang out in this place, like a deer condo. And you're sitting there shooting the breeze and just kind of hanging out, whispering. You gotta make it feel like you're hunting, right? Then a deer comes along. Boom! One of you shoots it. This is how much hunting we're doing. Hold on. Don't go get it. Hang tight. It's down. It's right there. It's good. Let's see if something else comes along. And then by lunch, which they call dinner over there, by lunch, you each got a deer. And then you spend the afternoon with the deers up in tree. The deers is up in trees. And you're just processing, drinking beer. That's your day. Next day, go do it again. Here, if a gunshot goes off, you're like, there's not going to be a deer within 1.5 miles of here. That's not hunting. Again, that's grocery shopping with firearms. And I'm okay with it. I'm not knocking it by any stretch. There is a tinge of jealousy in my voice of the people that get to hunt in the Midwest. Queen Bee, this time of year, every single year, Queen Bee is like, where are we going to move? I can't do this heat and this humidity. I can't. The heat's okay, but then when the humidity kicks in, she's like, we're going. Colorado. She went to WAFO, which is the Western Association of Wild West, something fishing. I don't know. It's all of the fishing agencies from the states get together. They call it WAFA, and it's fun to say. She went in Boise. Don't call me Boise, Idaho. And said, I would move here today. She's a native Arizona. She loves Arizona as much as I do. But this heat gets her every single time. Every single time. So when she says that, I start rattling off areas where I know it's super easy to hunt. And if Slavo's watching this, he's going, yep, that's Mike. Straight up, that's Mike. And it is. It's who I am. It's the ABCs of me. That's how I was taught to hunt. I remember the first time I came out here and I went hunting with Big Game Judd, and we're just, just kind of driving along the road, and we get out of the truck, and everybody gets their rifle over their shoulder and stuff, and I'm looking around the back of the truck for a ground blind. I'm like, what are we doing? So we're hunting. So where are we going? He says, see that hill right there? We're going to the top. My question, is that where the deer are? And he said, no, we're going to get up there and we're going to get our binoculars out. We're going to look around, see what we can find, and we're going to go get it. I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. But okay, let's go. And keep in mind, y'all know I lived here in Arizona for quite a long time during my youth, went to high school here. I had hunted in Arizona, but I had dove hunted in Arizona. I hadn't big game hunted in Arizona at all. So we start rolling up, and I'm dying. I'm like, how? Well, I'm like the kid at on the road trip. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's me on this hunt. And we get to the top of the hill. I'm like, now what? He's like, sit down. Get your binoculars out. I had these old like Bushnell. Why would I need binoculars hunting in the Midwest? Yeah, you need binoculars and hunting in the Midwest if you're a bad shot. Because it takes off and you've just got to take a look now. What was that? Look at No, then you got to watch where it goes. So I had these junky little Bushnell binos. And after telling my mother this story for Christmas, she got me some really nice binoculars. Sweetheart that she is. So she got me these binoculars, and so but anyway, I'm back to the story. I'm up there with the Bushnell and just going, okay, now what? They're like, keep looking. Shh. Keep watching. I'm like, for what? We stayed there for what seemed like 96 hours. It was probably 30 minutes. Again, if Slavo's watching this, he'll say, Mike, you're probably up there for 3 minutes. That's when I start pissing and moaning. I hate glassing. So I did not know how to hunt. So I started connecting with, people like Steve Clark and start asking questions and start learning. And then Slavo starts learning. We start hanging. We keep hanging out. And then we kind of pick it up as we go. Same with Tequila Jim. And with Tequila Jim, it's usually just camping with firearms. So we go camping. Because Tequila Jim has on his phone, his brother-in-law, and his father have on their phone. They just go like this. And they go, oh, there's an elk right there. On their phone, they have an app. I swear to you, they have to. Each of them are on. Then his brother-in-law gets some things like, oh, yeah, I was talking to my wife on the phone, and then boom, there it is. I don't get it. So it's back at camp where it's like, oh, let's grab a sandwich. You got one down. Let's get a sandwich. I'm like, what? Oh, all right. So camping. You have to learn how to hunt here. So going to the elk clinic, Arizona Elk Society, next Saturday at the El Jabbar thing. Hold on. Here you go. There you go. Right there. Shrine. That's the word I was looking for. Shrine. El Zariba Shrine. Right there. You go there and you learn. You spend a day. It's 9 to 4. It's no big deal. 9 to 4, you're with people, like-minded individuals. And by the way, on breaks, lunch, things like that, talk to the people around you. Because they're there for the same reason you're there for, and they might have been out 100 times and failed. And that's why they're there. So talking to them about their failures is exactly how you learn, right? I'm telling you, Dan Adler is going to show you the right way to do it. I learn better knowing the wrong way to do it. Then I get to decide because I'm stubborn. Maybe I want to do it the wrong way. It's funny on my Amazon device over here on my desk. It has the pictures. My pictures just rolling through. And it actually has a picture of Slavo on this show talking about his I tell you, froze the picture because I thought it was really cool because I'm like in awe of his story, and he's like this, like full draw. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, maybe you want to learn from people around you. And no, and by the way, if you don't believe me, I'll put this to the test. Go to Arizona Elk Society on Facebook and ask a question. You're going to get a lot of answers. These aren't people that are like, oh, we need the resource guy. I'm not going to tell you about my spot. I'm going to tell you what works. If you knew exactly what worked and you had a spot, bro, you wouldn't be here. So tell me how bad you screwed up on your last elk hunt. Love to hear it. Would love to hear it. On my last deer hunt, I mean, we're getting decent at it. My last deer hunt, we saw over 100 doe. You can't shoot doe here in Arizona. So we saw over 100 doe. So we were getting to deer, as none of them had testiculars, you know? It was to that point where we were waiting until they turned around so we could just see if they had the, you know, the pills. And they didn't. They didn't. So anyway, and they were brazen too. It wasn't like we're just awesome hunters. They were just absolutely brazen. They're just down there looking, look up at you. What's up, guys? Go right back to doing the thing. There was one that was just laying in the road and looking at us like, I thought it was hurt. It was just laying there. Just not bothered by you at all. But again, that's the difference in hunting in different states. Arizona's just different. That's why clinics like the Elk Clinic, Arizona Elk Society, go to arizonaelksociety.org. Again, it's like $10-20. Here's a good pick of it too. Look at this. Look at this thing, man. Dan Adler just doing it, making it happen. And again, it's a week from tomorrow. So it's a week from tomorrow. It's on Saturday the 1st. And you guys, you get to, I can't even tell you. I subscribe for 3 years now to the channel called Masterclass. Trust me, I sift through all the nonsensical political bias nonsense. And I get to really cool stuff. Like Penn and Teller teaching you magic. It's pretty cool. I know a couple of magic tricks now. Feel pretty cool about that. But you got people teaching how to smoke brisket, things like that. There's really, really cool things on there. Chef Ramsay's on there. The guy that has the French laundry. Is that French laundry? Teaches you how to make mashed potatoes. I've never made mashed potatoes the same way again. How to make basic rice. Yeah. Masterclass is dope. This is a masterclass of hunting. And understand, these are ungulates. There's not a lot different. Not a ton difference when you're talking about deer and elk. Besides size, I mean, they're all aminals that have similar patterns. You're going to learn how to hunt in Arizona. I don't have an elk tag. Mike, I got a deer tag. Cool. Go to the elk clinic. Learn and ask around. Hey, Dan, one of the most prolific elk hunters in the world. Hey, how does this relate to deer hunting? Yeah, let me show you. Ask questions for $10 to $20. I don't know why it's $10 to $20. Maybe it's like where your seat is or something like that. Yeah. I'm going to tell you this because I've been there. There's not a bad seat in the house. Don't worry about it. It's good. $10 to $20, full day. Lunch is included. You can't go anywhere and get lunch for $20. So just make it happen. ArizonaElkSociety.org. And yeah. All right, I'm going to tell you one of my Arizona hunting stories. My second hunt in Arizona was a mule deer hunt. And we were down just past Arlington. And that's way out in the West Valley. If you don't know what Arlington is, just nuclear power plant. Palo Verde nuclear power plant. That's where it's at. And like, there's not deer there. Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. That's where Mesquite Wildlife Oasis is. The Queen Bee runs for Wildlife for Tomorrow. And it's wonderful out there. It's so beautiful. So cool. And last time we went out to Mesquite, we had to stop in the road because there's just a bunch of mule deer standing in the middle of the road. A lot of deer out there. So again, I'm out there with Big Game Judd, and who lives in Texas now. I'm out there with Big Game Judd, and we are basically just dispersing after camp. Fine, just hearing you go here, Mike, go there. You saw that, didn't you? Mike, go there. Fine. I'll climb. So I'm climbing up this hill, right? Hill. When I'm climbing it, it feels like a mountain. So I'm going up this mountain, and I get about, I'm going to say 3/4 of the way up, and I'm like, dude, I'm good here. I mean, crying out loud. Look at all this ground I can cover with my glass. It's a necessity here. You got to learn to be comfortable with your spotting scope and your binos. About 3/4 of the way up, and I'm deciding it. And the reason why I'm deciding that is because the 4 pieces of toast and coffee, wheat toast, a lot of fiber there, kicking in. Nature is calling. And I'm so tired, and I'm not going to like go around somewhere else. I'm going to drop trowel right here. Okay. So I get all my, my business done. Not my business done. I mean, I get all this, like my bibs off, the jacket off, this and that, and this and that. And I'm ready for, I double check the backpack. Always double check your backpack that you have toilet paper. Toilet paper is mountain currency here. Always have toilet paper in your bag. So I made sure I had that. Good. And so I'm doing my business. Now I'm actually doing my business. And if I'm doing my business, I obviously don't have a firearm in my hand. I hear, what the? 2 mule deer just go flying right by me. And I'm like, ain't this something? The first mule deer I see, the first deer I see, the first big game I see in Arizona, I've got my draws down. I'm dropping a deuce, and they're walking right by me. So I'm thinking, whatever, right? So I'm just, now I'm done, okay? Because that literally scared the you-know-what out of me. And I am done. I'll ready to go, shoveled, everything done. Like, this. Another one, full rack, right on by me. I look over, my rifle's about 10 yards away. And that dude was in 4th gear. He just kept going too, didn't even stop. Things are rather fast. Yeah. So that's it. That was. Maybe we can get Dan Adler at the elk clinic to say, yeah, make sure you glass your entire area before you take care of nature. And just jumping back to that story, they had to have been. Remember, I said I went 3/4 of the way up. They had to have been at the top of the mountain. They had to have been at the top. And just looking at me like, just wait for it. Let's just wait. Let's just wait till he is seriously, like, his cheeks are out there for God in the world to see. Let's just go ahead and, let's go ahead and wait. And the second I sat down and just kind of settled in, they're like, now, and let's run right by him. I could feel the whoosh. So bad. So bad. But yeah, you need to learn how to hunt in Arizona. It's a whole different ballgame. So what I want you to do is I want you to check this out. Get over to ArizonaElkSociety.org. Get your tickets. August 1st, Saturday, at the El Zariba Shrine on 40th Street. It's right off the freeway. You'll probably get to this location and go, oh my gosh, I forgot this was here. I think that might have been the Shrine Auditorium at one point. I think that's what they used to call it. But check it out. This is the man who's going to be running the show. Probably one of the most knowledgeable guides there is. I think he does Colorado as well. The man just knows how to elk hunt. He just does. So make sure you check it out. Arizona Elk Society annual elk clinic. And don't wait till next year. Oh, I didn't get drawn this year. Who cares? Go this year. Learn how to elk hunt. Practice what you've learned. And then when you get drawn next year, you go from there. It's that easy, guys. Hello. I said remove. Thank you. All right. There we go. Thank you for allowing us a Friday episode. I really wanted to get that information out because I wanted you to check it out because it's necessary. For years and years, I told you guys, get a guide, whether you're fishing or hunting, and use that as your master class. Have them teach you watch what they do what they do, and have success, whether it's fishing or whether it's hunting. Okay. This is, by the way, getting a guide is probably a few $100 for a fishing guide for the day, a few $1,000 for a hunting guide for the day. This, again, I will tell you, $10 to $20, $10 to $20. I can't even tell you how that just instantly pays for itself. It does. So, anyway, thank you for hanging out. Get over to ArizonaElkSociety.org and check it out and get going. I don't get paid, don't get a commission or anything like that. I just want you there because it's worth it. It's going to change your world. Change your world. All right, we'll do this on Monday. How about that? We'll do this again on Monday and Wednesday. Go back to our regularly scheduled programming right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world that we live in. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay cool out there. Stay